In the bustling streets of London, amidst the flurry of everyday life, there was a quaint bookstore tucked away in a corner. Its shelves were lined with books of all kinds, from classic novels to contemporary bestsellers. And within its walls, a love story unfolded, one that was both beautiful and tragic. The owner of the bookstore, Mr. Thompson, was a gentle soul with a passion for literature. He spent his days surrounded by books, finding solace in their stories. But there was a sadness in his eyes, a longing for something he had lost many years ago. One rainy afternoon, a young woman named Emily stumbled upon the bookstore while seeking shelter from the downpour. She was immediately drawn to the cozy atmosphere and the smell of old books. As she browsed the shelves, her eyes fell upon a dusty old volume tucked away in a corner. Curious, Emily pulled out the book and blew off the dust. It was a collection of love letters dated from the early 1900s. Intrigued, she began to read, losing herself in the words of passion and longing. Unbeknownst to Emily, those letters were written by Mr. Thompson's grandparents, Arthur and Eleanor, who had once owned the bookstore together. Their love story was one for the ages, filled with joy and heartache. Arthur was a struggling writer, and Eleanor was the daughter of a wealthy businessman. Despite their differences in social status, they fell deeply in love. But their happiness was short-lived, as World War I tore them apart. Arthur was drafted into the army, leaving Eleanor behind. They exchanged letters faithfully, pouring out their hearts on paper. But as the war dragged on, their correspondence became less frequent, and eventually, it stopped altogether. Eleanor never gave up hope of reuniting with Arthur, but as the years passed, she realized that he was never coming back. Heartbroken, she threw herself into running the bookstore, clinging to the memories of their love. As Emily read through the letters, she couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness for the lost love between Arthur and Eleanor. She wondered what had happened to them, and if their love had endured through the years. Intrigued by the story, Emily approached Mr. Thompson and asked him about the letters. At first, he was hesitant to share the details of his family's past, but eventually, he opened up to her. As Mr. Thompson recounted the tale of Arthur and Eleanor, Emily felt a connection to their love story. She, too, had experienced heartache in her own life, and she understood the pain of losing someone you love. Determined to uncover the truth about Arthur and Eleanor's fate, Emily delved deeper into the history of the bookstore. She combed through old newspapers and archives, piecing together clues about what had happened to them after the war. Her efforts